All right, guys. So in this room, I do free yes or no questions to who I am drawn to. Spirit draws me to the questions that I need to answer. I do not answer every single question. If you are chosen for a free answer, you're going to get one and only one free answer in any 24-hour period. I don't mind if you ask your question more than once, and I don't mind if you have more than one question, but please don't spam my chat. I am autistic, I have ADHD, and it breaks my brain. It's not going to get my attention in the good way that you're hoping to. It's literally going to make me block you. If you're receiving any sort of messages from me, DMs, emails, anything, you absolutely are not. My messages are turned off. You cannot message me. I cannot message you. I do not send emails to anyone. If you're getting any emails, messages, anything from somebody with my face, my content, just block and report. It literally is not me. Listen to my moderators when they're in the room. They have the run of the room. They're my moderators for a reason. I trust every decision that they make. Also, read the pinned comments when they're at the top of the screen. They are absolutely going to help you understand how the room works. I stream on multiple platforms, so if you are on TikTok, the pinned comment will continue to go over and over and over again. Sometimes it changes, sometimes it doesn't. If you're over on the tube, please understand that there already is a pinned comment at the top of the screen, but there is also a description underneath the video. If you click on the little more, it will help you not get blocked from my room. You should probably read that if you're on the tube. If you would like to send a donation for more information, you're always welcome to do that. Any donations made on the live stream are for one question and one question only. If you would like more than that, you can always book a one-on-one reading with me. In the one-on-one reading, you will get as many questions as you can ask in the time that you have booked. It's going to be the best money for your value for your money. I also have coaching in my store. I have workbooks in my store. I have classes in my store. I have freebies over there as well, witchcraft services. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. I think that's about it. I always forget something, and then I remember later. Kelly, I'm sorry for your loss, but the question that you are asking is not a yes or no question. Hi, Black Beetle. Good evening to you as well. Is the lady manager texting you from M gas station? Ten of Spades. I don't like the feeling I get with the Ten of Spades. I don't feel like whatever you're receiving in these messages should be something that you trust. The Ten of Spades is a card of narcissism, backstabbing, gaslighting. I'd be very aware of how you receive those messages and allow them to affect your life. Cindy, is Titus falling in love with you? Five of Hearts. I'm going to say no. Five of Hearts is a card of sadness and sorrow. You don't know who it is? Yeah, I feel like you should just block the number because it doesn't feel good, especially with the narcissism card. If you have an interview on Monday, I mean, I'd at least make sure of who this person is. I don't know. It doesn't seem right. I don't know why this pinned comment's taking forever to go. Give me a second, guys. This is freezing up a little bit on the chat. Of course, it was totally fine for the hour I was sitting here waiting for everything to to work right. Come on. Hold on, guys. Oh, there it goes. You think something's up with TikTok tonight? Yeah. Hi, synthesized souls. I was just telling my husband about you earlier. I told him he needed to check out your music. Okay, wait. Is there any meaning to the month 8, day 8, time 8, 17 years ago? Like for you personally, or just in general? Because 8/8/2008, was that 2008, 17 years ago? Would have been, no, not 2008. Anyways, 8/8 is the Lionsgate portal. It's yeah, 17 years is 8, right? But the Lionsgate portal is an incredible portal for manifestation. I'm going to be doing a ritual tomorrow for everyone for it. I just don't know what I'm doing yet. Oh, come on. That's when you met your ex? That's interesting. How long did you say the relationship was? It'd be weird if it was 8 years. Hello, Wendy. Hi, Ishikasawa. Seven years. You know what I'm thinking, though? Even though it was the ex that, like, really crushed your soul, 8s are about abundance, right? Incredible abundance. It's the most abundant number. It's the infinite abundant number, right? And maybe it is the fact that you met them and they crushed you, and now your music is huge and gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Like, there is abundance. You have to think of it the way that I just explained it. You were told something about a music project coming your way, but you don't see anything? Well, yeah. I feel like when you move, you're going to find the place that your heart is happy at. Spirit's already showed me that. Ishikasawa, will the Burr months be better this year than you've had so far? I hope so. You deserve it. Eight of Diamonds. Eight of Diamonds means that you're making progress towards a good life. The Nine of Diamonds is the life of luxury, right? So the Eight of Diamonds says you're doing the right things, you're going in the right direction, you're doing all the hard work. There may be some hard work ahead of you, but it's all worth it. Absolutely, little cove. And it doesn't have to just be general. You can ask a question or we can do it general. What you get is an in-depth reading. And we can do that right now if you want. Alright, so you want to know if you're going to get out of debt and whatever the general energy is around you. Perfect. You're welcome, Ishikasawa. Seven of Wands. It's not the card I thought it was. I thought it was the Ace of Pentacles. It flipped up. The Ace of Pentacles must have flipped up too, but the Seven of Wands just flipped out. That means you have to stand up for yourself the way that you know you deserve to be stood up for. I wonder if the Ace of Pentacles is going to come back out. The Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Emperor, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the World card, the Sun card, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, the King of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You've got a lot of incredible energy here. There is kind of a more difficult energy here with the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Swords. However, I feel like this is all intellectual. What is going to need to be left behind? A thought. We'll get to that, though. The King of Swords makes it good, though. The Ace of Swords is the first card that I drew for you. Technically, you have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups. So you have two aces here. The aces are about beginnings, right? The Ace of Swords is a brand new beginning when it comes to your thoughts and action, or thoughts and words. How contracts come in. Sometimes it's the $1 million idea card. It has a lot to do with, especially with the King of Swords here as well, being an entrepreneur, being able to work for yourself. The Emperor has a little bit to say in that as well. The Emperor is his own boss, obviously. But the King of Swords being here, I feel like your business, your venture right now, absolutely is off to a good path. It's not just a good start, right? I feel like you've been there for a while. You're becoming more and more established, and I feel like you're definitely on the right path. With the Ace of Swords there, coupled with the Nine of Cups, this is an absolutely beautiful energy because the Nine of Cups is your hopes and wishes and dreams coming true. It's a very, very fulfilling card. Right next to that is the Emperor and then the Knight of Cups. So this with the Nine of Pentacles, these first 5 cards are insanely positive, right? This is telling me that you're not going to have to worry about where you're headed. Things seem tough right now, but I promise you, with this Ace of Swords, if you have an idea, if you have a new business plan, if you have something that just sort of makes sense mentally, it's going to bring you really a whole lot farther than you're expecting, especially if it's an idea that just popped into your head. Because the Ace, I don't remember if I said this already, but the Ace of Swords, I call it the $1 million idea card because a lot of the times when we have those spontaneous ideas, they're really good. And then we either forget about it or we don't act on it. And then 20 years later, we see the same thing that somebody is making bank on, right? That's the kind of energy with the Ace of Swords. You can become incredibly clear on the steps that you need moving forward as well. I feel like all of this energy here sort of promises that you're going to be insanely successful as long as you push yourself towards where you know you're absolutely aligned, especially with the emperor there. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor energy. In a general reading, it doesn't necessarily mean love, right? Because he's the knight of love. He's the knight in shining armor. He's going to sweep you off your feet. In a just a general reading, the Knight of Cups is either you rescuing yourself or feeling incredibly emotionally proud of yourself, or spirit's going to come in and like save the day and make you feel absolutely aligned with the path that you're on. It's right here next to the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is the card of creating the life of luxury that you deserve. Okay, you've already done the hard work. The Seven of Pentacles did come out with the Ace of Cups as well, so you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. You don't have the Eight of Pentacles. You got the six too, but I'll get to that. You don't have the Eight of Pentacles, which is the hard work. I feel like the reason you're missing the eight is because the job that you have, what you're doing, isn't hard work to you. It's something that you love. It's something you're passionate about. It's something you want to actually wake up and do every day, right? Like literally, you made me two bracelets in a matter of, like it took what seemed like 20 minutes to do two beautiful things. You know what I mean? Like that's because you're passionate about it. It's not because it's easy. It's not because it's something everybody can do. It's because you're passionate about it. And that passion is going to bring you profit. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles is that profit. It's not the 10 yet, but it can absolutely grow into the 10, which is the long term success. The Page of Swords has a lot of self-doubt, okay? And he does come next. And I do feel like that's something, a hurdle that you have to get over, right? Or it's a young person in your life, but I do feel like it's a touch of self-doubt, thinking that things aren't going to work out, that you're not going to be able to figure out what you need to do to be incredibly successful. But the Page of Swords in the World card shows me that you are done with that. You're completing that cycle. You're done thinking less of yourself and you're ready to push yourself further and further, right? Don't rush that push though, because after the page, you get the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords almost always fails. So we don't want to rush. We don't want to do anything drastic. We want to kind of negate that knight and head to the king, which, like I said, we'll get there. But you have the Sun card next. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. It's joyful and bright and shiny, and it's just incredible, right? You have that next to the Eight of Cups. Okay, so this is where it starts to make me feel like there's something here that you need to leave behind here. And I feel like we already sort of touched on it with the Page of Swords, where I said that you've got to leave the self-doubt behind. When the Eight of Cups comes in, I say this all the time, that I feel like as somebody who's been reading professionally for over 30 years, the Eight of Cups is much more difficult to navigate than the Tower card is. The Tower card, spirit's making all the decisions. The Eight of Cups, we're making the hard decisions. We have to break our own hearts in order to achieve our highest good. But that's the thing about the Eight of Cups and the Tower. It's for our highest good, and it will put us on the highest path, okay? The Eight of Cups with the Nine of Swords, that's stress and anxiety. But I think that you're leaving that stress and anxiety behind. You're not losing sleep over things any longer. You're not allowing your brain to get in your way. You're not allowing any sort of self-sabotage. And I think that's why the Three of Swords is here as well. So the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, I feel like are habits you're leaving behind so that you can grow. The King of Swords is kind of what confirms that he's going to master his mind. He's going to master his business, and he's going to master any skill that it takes in order to do that. And the King of Swords here is paired with the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is the helper energy, right? Not only are we able to be incredibly generous with others, but the lesson of the Six of Pentacles is that we have to open up and be able to allow people to help us as well, right? And I feel like that's a push from spirit to let you know that you don't have to go it alone. You don't have to do all this alone. And I feel like maybe that's part of the reason why the of Wands jumped out to begin with, right? The Seven of Wands is a card of standing up for boundaries for yourself, right? You stand up for yourself, and either people can respect you or you leave them behind, right? They need to learn to respect your boundaries just as much as you need to have them. But the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups that all jumped out, that makes me feel like you learn how to not only respect yourself, but get others to respect you as well. The King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, that's emotional fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment in what you're doing, right? So you absolutely are on an incredible path. You need to stop doubting yourself, start being in charge of what you're doing, and trust the path that you're on. And every hard decision that you've had to make, and any of them that you need to make soon, understand that it is absolutely leading you on the right path. So let's see if you've said anything. You've always thought of opening a brick and mortar gift shop and featuring your jewelry, or just more shows. Are you aligned with moving to Long Island? I don't see movement in this reading. You're trying to rush to get it done, so you slow down. Yeah. Because you want to do it right once. Yeah, I know. And sometimes it's not that you need help with exactly what you're doing right, but you need help in other ways. And sometimes allowing others to help us is a help emotionally, just because it boosts them up too. It's not just about our own journey, it's about theirs. Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, you're absolutely on the right path. Hello, Colleen, my friend. I have not seen you in a very long time. How are you feeling? I mean, that's exactly how I am. Like, literally, there's people that come in here every single day. Like, I was here the other night and I was eating a couple pretzels, and somebody literally commented, and they're like, imagine getting paid to sit there and eat. And I'm like, imagine getting, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I don't fucking get paid. TikTok doesn't fucking pay me. If I'm going to sit here on the live stream and I'm going to eat a pretzel because I haven't eaten anything all fucking day, if you don't like it, guess what? Scroll on. But I hear shit from people all the time about how this is not a real job and I'm not really doing anything. Well, guess what? I help more people in a day than most people help in their lifetime. You hear it too. I'm trying, Colleen. Things are fucking falling apart always. Some people need to be silent. I know. I think you're headed towards a lot of success too, just with the way the cards came out. And I feel like especially because in the fall, you have more of like the medieval themed fairs and stuff, right? Like, I think you're going to do a lot more business. Absolutely, Colleen. I'm always taking donations. Gemini Princess. So in here I do free yes or no questions to who I'm drawn to. If you want to send a donation for more information, that's perfectly fine as well. All right, Colleen. I feel like it'll be successful. I think you're going to have more sales than you're expecting. Yeah, you only really need to check the site for prices if she wants a one-on-one reading. Otherwise, it's the pinned comment if she wants a reading in here. You're welcome, dear. Mini Regianus, sorry if I said that wrong. You just started talking to this guy, Rob. Will it evolve into long term? King of Spades. King of Spades sometimes is a friend zone card, except you'd really need to have conversations with the King of Spades. Like, they want to get to know somebody incredibly well before they make any sort of decisions. So keep talking to them. It's worth the wait. Yeah, she can use your account to do it. Give me a second. It's just $10 or more for a mini reading, and then $40 for in-depth. And then what you just got was an in-depth reading. Please don't use the mention @ symbol in my room. It will get you blocked. You're welcome, Minnie. All right, Colleen, dear. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Jinxie, you are the loudest kitty in the world. Do you mind not cleaning yourself right there? Please stop spamming my chat. I don't like spamming in my rooms. All right, Colleen. What does Colleen need to know? Little Cove, you just go to the link in my bio. It's got everything in there. It's all right, Colleen. I haven't started yet. Colleen, look at your first card. Ace of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. You know, I seem to remember the last reading you had a lot of money in it as well. The Two of Wands, the Temperance card, the Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords and Ten of Wands came out together, and the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is a very split reading. Like, I absolutely feel as though your finances are highlighted, but also the potential for somebody trying to get one over on you with the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands, all make me worry that something's not right, especially with the Five of Wands. But we'll get there, because the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Fool, the Queen of Wands. I mean, all of these cards, you have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, so that's good partnership material, right? They're a little bit more spicy than loving, but we could have some fun, right? But the Queen of Wands and King of Wands are absolutely here. The King of Pentacles too, and I swear I remember you getting the King of Pentacles in your last reading. And I know you used to always get the Queen of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles paired together say that a new opportunity is absolutely on the horizon for you. Something that you have taken a lot of time to create or move towards, right? This is an energy that makes me really feel like something's about to show up in your life that you may have even lost hope on, right? The King of Pentacles is incredibly grounded. He's the master of the financial world, right? He can make money work for him rather than him working for the money. With the opportunity card there, like the Ace of Pentacles, something's shifting as far as money goes. I don't think it's a different job, but I feel like this is money coming in. Um, Two of Wands is something that we just need to have faith in. The Two of Wands and the Temperance card is kind of an incredibly beautiful energy. It's sort of saying to you that by holding on to the faith that you have in, things just being good, it's going to bring more and more calm to your life and balance, right? The Temperance and the Fool is a good energy as well. The Fool is all about new beginnings. You get the Fool a lot, and I feel like Spirit really encourages you to take a leap whenever you have the chance, right? But with the Queen of Wands sitting right there as well, I feel like it's a leap on your biggest dreams right now. You can't hold yourself back when it comes to where you know that you're going to be so successful, right? The Queen of Wands, she's magnetic and confident, and she knows what dreams to chase, what to leave behind, and how she's going to make it to her highest good, right? The Queen of Wands doesn't take shit from anybody, and she knows that whatever decision she's making, it's going to be good. The Hanged Man there, next to the Seven of Swords, this is an energy that makes me wonder if by being the Queen of Wands, you can finally see some of the things that you may not have been able to see before, because the Hanged Man is there. And I do feel like there's something within your energy that's not quite right with the Seven of Swords. So we need to be very vigilant when we have the Seven of Swords come out, that we pay attention to the energy around us, the people around us, things of that nature, right? The Hanged Man forces us to see things from a different perspective. Remember to be like a drone up in the air so that you can see everything that you're not quite seeing. There's something there that you haven't been paying attention to, or you've been ignoring. The Two of Pentacles coming before the Ten of Pentacles shows me that any sort of strife and struggles that you've had are being replaced by like long-term success. It's feeling very much like, but the more that you've had to juggle in the past, the more success is about to be like presented to your, it's like they're showing me it's being dropped at your feet, right? Then we get the King of Wands. Like I said, this Queen of Wands paired with the King of Wands is a very, very, very strong couple. The Wands are very fiery and passionate. They are very strong together. The King of Wands doesn't always like to settle down, but once he does, he's there forever. He's not going anywhere, okay? But we do have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. And I feel like these three cards here are more bringing to light fears, because it feels like this energy here is so good. Even with the Seven of Swords, I feel like that's just a, hey, pay attention to this kind of energy. But here is, it could turn into self-doubt, and it could turn into self-sabotage. Just because things are getting good doesn't mean that something's going to bad's going to happen, right? We have to remember not to doubt what good comes in. The Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card that says you've got to let go. Let go of the fears. Let go of the things that you're not meant to hold on to. This is that card where you can't have anything in your back pocket and try to move forward. You've got to let everything go. You've got to release it all before you try to move forward. That way, our hands are open to receive the blessings. You've got something big coming in, especially with the Ace and the King being the first two cards coming out. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a very long time since the two of us talked, and I don't know what else going on in your life right now, but I do know that you deserve this blessing. You absolutely do. Just be like, especially if it's like some kind of lottery win, not necessarily Mega Millions, right? But even if it's $1,000, don't let somebody be like, oh, I could really use that. Keep it for yourself. You deserve it. This is your blessing. And I feel like that's kind of why that Seven of Swords is there. As soon as you get whatever this blessing is, you're going to have people coming out of the woodwork asking for stuff. So let me go ahead and see what all you've said. Okay, Chester, I hear you. Stop digging at my screen. I got it, Little Cove. 100% agree. You feel like getting better and you're open to receive. Good. And you do deserve the blessings. 1,000% you deserve it. Colleen, it's really good to see you in here. I have missed the heck out of you. Beth hasn't been in here in a couple days and I'm worried about her. Brenda's been sick. I'm worried about her. Can I show you the first card again? It was the Ace of Pentacles. It's just got like the shadow work and the blocks and stuff on it. The block is waiting for perfect conditions instead of taking action. The shadow question is, what opportunity are you delaying because you're afraid to fail? The affirmation is, I build. I don't know what I wrote there. It's wiped off a little bit. I don't know what I wrote there. Hold on. I gotta let Chester in. He's freaking out there. He's gonna rip my screen open. You'd be mad if you're not still here. Thank you. Can you not dig at my screen, please, sir? Coming in for a bite, and he's going to be asking for back out in 2 minutes. Sometimes you don't understand your handwriting. You've missed my laugh. Aw. All right. Georgia, you said your sister's name is Angie, right? I'm going to write that instead of your name. All right, so does she have a question or just a general reading? General. All right, cool. The Devil. The Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Chariot, and the Justice card on the bottom of the deck. All right, I laughed that the Devil was the first card out because I feel like sometimes people don't quite understand what that card means. It has nothing to do with like the Catholic Christian devil, right? Like has everything to do with breaking free from the chains of patterns, toxicity, things of that nature, right? So the Devil coming out with the Page of Wands. This makes me question whether she has kids, and if so, if they have some issues that they're going through. This has very much like a teenage, my boyfriend just broke up with me kind of energy to it. If it's not that, then I do feel like with the Devil here, you are meant to be curious about what makes you feel most trapped. The Page of Wands is a card of curiosity. They're super curious about life. They want to know everything about everything. They want to make sure that they take action on life. Like they are ready to rock and roll. They're ready to go, go, go. They're looking for excitement, right? With the Devil there, the Devil sometimes is unhealthy patterns, sometimes it's like addiction issues, and sometimes it's just it's like falling in love with the wrong person constantly. You know, you're addicted to the bad guy, and that's the kind of energy there. And I wonder with the Three Kings here if that could be part of it. But It doesn't have to be. The Page of Wands, like I said, is incredibly excited. He wants excitement. He wants to be creative as well. He's got that creative spark about him. With the Eight of Wands next to it, the Eight of Wands is a card of rapid movement, like you go, go, go kind of energy. You don't like to sit down. And typically with the Eight of Wands, we want to pay attention to the card that comes next, because the Eight of Wands moves us towards whatever is next. And your card next is the King of Swords. The King of Swords it's about the authority, the logic. He's the king of business. He's going to work for himself rather than work for anybody else. He wants to be in charge. The Ace of Wands comes next, and that is about chasing your dreams and the opportunity to be able to chase those dreams. It's about being able to have that new beginning and understand that you're on the right path. Um, to have it here between the King of Swords and the King of Cups, it's showing me that there is an emotional aspect to this too, but more of a fulfilling emotion rather than anything difficult to deal with. As long as you are not suppressing your emotions, not trying to control anything, and you're nurturing yourself in just the right way. If these kings are people, the King of Swords is somebody who may try to take authority over your life, especially when it comes to chasing your dreams. The King of Cups would absolutely encourage you to chase those dreams. They are also your perfect partner, the person that's going to love you until the end of time, right? The King of Wands is the one that comes next. So you literally have three kings right here around your dreams. So it feels like, especially with the King of Wands, he's the visionary. He's the leader. He's the one that's going to chase his dreams and know that he's on the right path. So he's absolutely going to encourage the dream, going after the dreams. But he's also the one that's going to take the most action towards his dreams as well. So I feel like if these kings are all aspects of yourself, then I feel like Spirit's pushing you towards chasing your dreams and feeling more emotionally secure within yourself. If these are people around you, just know that you may have some people that support you more than others. The Six of Swords comes next, and the Six of Swords is a card of transition. It's moving you from chaos into calm. So just know that if you take the chance and you leap towards your dreams, Spirit's got you. They're right behind you, and they're bringing you into a whole lot easier time in your life. They will fix the chaos. Don't worry about that. The Six of Swords is right next to the Chariot, and the Chariot is also about being supported by Spirit, but that is more so about absolute success. Like the Chariot is success, it's drive, it's passion, it's making sure you're on the right path. This also may be something coming into your life that was once a false start, maybe because you got stuck in some sort of unhealthy pattern, right? But the Justice card on the bottom of the deck says that what was once meant to be can be again, right? It doesn't mean that I mean, sometimes you get the justice that you're seeking in other ways, but it's usually, especially with the rest of the cards you have here, I think it was a missed opportunity that is coming back around for you. So let me go ahead and see if you've said anything, or if your sister said anything for you. She has two kids and they're teenagers, both of those actually. The pinned comment loves to go away at the worst times. I know, Pony. It's okay. Baking. You love baking and got into it before. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel like you have creative energy just like your sister. And working for yourself would definitely, especially with that king, the King of Swords, he's not happy unless they're in charge of their own life, in charge of their own destiny. All of these kings are very much authority of themselves, right? Um, so take charge of yourself and don't be afraid to chase your dreams, because I feel like you're being supported no matter what, to sell your bread. I feel like you definitely are meant to do whatever makes you happy, right? I know you just heard your sister's reading as well, and I know that she's passionate about what she does, so it never feels like work. So if making bread is going to feel like work to you, don't do it. But if making bread is something you absolutely love, and whatever else you want to bake, and it's not ever going to feel like work to you, then that's where your passion lies. Right? And it is scary quitting your job, but I feel like you're supportive for sure. You're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Amoy K. Is your application going to lead you to a job offer? Seven of Spades says no. Seven of Spades is kind of a card of self-sabotage or actual sabotage by others. So don't let anyone get in the way, not even yourself. Keep pushing yourself out there. Oh, my eyes are so dry today. That sounds good. Just let her know what my web address is, and when you book a reading with me, you can always pick the day and time that you want. I know you want back out. I already knew what you were going to ask me. Hello, sir. Are you coming to say hi? Oh, nobody gets to see you anymore, Mr. Chester. Oh, it's my lover boy. Hello. What are you being so lovey-dovey for? Because you want me to get up and let you out, don't you? Butthead. This is my wonky leg, kitty. Oh, I missed you doing this. You always used to cuddle with me on the live streams. Hi, Colleen. Do you see who just came to cuddle with me? Hello, sir. He's a good boy. Chester's gotten big, I know, right? He's still as wonky as ever. Look at his legs. I don't know if you can see them, but they're just sprawled everywhere. I know. You want back outside. He's my little boy, huh? Yes, you are. You know, I'm trying to work, right? Are you trying to tell me it's time for a break? I don't think so. I need to work. You have two? I have three. They keep finding us. The cat distribution system keeps finding us. Jeff and the kids are good. Well, as good as can be. Most of the kids want to go back to school. Jonathan's glad he's not going back to school. Luna is not excited to go back to school, but the girls, they definitely want to go back to school. You have one more question. Do the spirits think you should raise your prices? I feel like if you have to ask that question, then it's time to raise your prices. Jonathan, is you, Pony? It's a Google Meet call or an actual phone call. Or you can come in person, but that's quite a ride. You're also so glad the school's been over for a while. Yeah, he just graduated in June. Or May, sorry. I don't know why I said June. You're shedding. You are. I mean, road trip. What, your leg's not comfy? You had to get it in an even weirder position. Do you see your legs right now, sir? Is Friday in my house quiet? It's because everybody is sleeping. Thank you, Pony. I will tell him you said congratulations. You'd bring me bagels from New York? Oh, I'm not supposed to have gluten, but I'd love me some bagels. I love New York bagels too because they're more like pretzels, like soft pretzels. I know they make gluten-free bagels. They taste like shit. You've had some gluten-free food that tastes better sometimes. My freaking tube is flipping out over there. I don't know what is going on with the camera on that one. I hope my camera's not dying, or worse, my video card. That'd be even better, my video card dying. Yeah, I normally just get like keto bread, keto bagels. Oh, I have a keto bagel in the fridge. I know he is cleaning his feet. He's obsessed with cleaning his feet. All right, little cove. You have fun with that. Good night, dear. Why are your toes so hot? You're giving me a hot flash. And I can't reach my fan. That's okay. You're comfy and cute. You're comfy and cute. I can't disturb you. Eventually, I'm going to have to shuffle cards. You know that, right? I'm still in my home. Yeah, not for much longer. I got totally screwed on the rent this month. I know I don't need the cards. I mean, you've had one-on-one readings with me, Colleen. I never use the cards. Right, I know. You know, you're just as loud as your sister. She was chewing on her butt earlier, too, making all kinds of noise. See? Even Pony says so. You're loud, dude. I'm so sorry. I have to grab my mouse. Ow. Don't kick me. I have cat hair all over me now. He's going shrimp mode. I don't think he can feel his back legs, or his tail. He just doesn't feel them much, I can say, because he gets in some weird positions. No, he doesn't drag them. They're wonky. They shake and they move weird. But he can get around pretty well. Jump, on the other hand, climb trees. No, he can't do those. He tries to jump from the table to the counter and he falls flat on the floor. Yeah, for sure. They're not like people with disabilities. But he fits right in my house. We're all a little wonky. You done? Okay, sorry. Sorry I asked. All right, Colleen. You have a good night, my dear. Do you mind? I don't want to be scratched by your claws. Is that all you needed? Okay, thank you. I swear he only came up here because he knew you were here. He's like, oh, somebody that remembers me. I must make an appearance. All right, Jasleen, are you expecting too much from this weekend? No. 10 of Diamonds. Something incredible is going to happen. This is the long-term success card. It's a big money card, too. If you're not expecting money, I would say you're going to get the time and energy that you need. Oh, Colleen, don't forget tomorrow's the 8-8 portal. Absolutely great news. You too, Jasleen, with the 10 of Pentacle or 10 of Diamonds for the weekend. With the 8-8 portal, you can be incredibly abundant. It's the most abundant portal of the year. I'm excited for it too. It is much needed, absolutely. He's gone back to cleaning his toes, and I can hear him. At least he's not right here anymore doing it. You're not filtered, Styles, but I don't answer all free questions. I only answer the ones that Spirit draws me to. What do you mean, just write your name? If you have a question, you have to ask a question. I only do free questions, free yes or no questions. I'm all right, Victoria. How are you? Just peachy? I haven't heard that in a very long time. Well, I'm glad you're peachy. Oh, that's a interesting question, Victoria. Does your dad feel he messed up when he didn't hire you when he had the opportunity? Six of Hearts is a card about being stuck in the past. I think so. I feel like he wishes he could change the past for sure. It's complicated, I bet. Especially with the card that came out, I can assure you it's probably more complicated than even you realize. I definitely feel like there's regret there, but I also feel like there's stubbornness and they'll never admit it. I have my ex-husband was Sicilian, so they're kind of the same. and, and I have several children by my ex-husband, so they all have that attitude. Stubborn, for sure. Proud bastards. Yep, there you go. Italian and a Taurus. That's intense, Pony. It's kind of like because I don't know. It's kind of like an internal battle if you're Italian and a Taurus, because Taurus are usually pretty down to earth and they only get grumpy when they're hungry, and Italians are stubborn, like almost always. Your dad's a Pisces, Victoria. That's an interesting combination too. Pisces and Italian. So he's angry, but he gets emotional about it. Jose, I got your donation. You'll probably never know the whole story for sure. Pony, you say it's like stubborn squared. Yeah. Yeah, Tauruses can be stubborn. So can Capricorns. But Taurus is more so. He's very emotional and angry. Alright, Jose, I don't know which platform you're on. You gotta let me know. Normally, if you're the same Jose, you're over on TikTok. Just feels so legit. Yeah, I always do the yes or no questions with playing cards. And I've been using these cards, well, not all of them. If you can see, there's like some white ones and some dark ones. All the dark ones in there are like 10 years old. And I finally just replaced some of the ones that were bent and broken not long ago, about a month ago. Even though I had the replacement deck for years. All right. Jose, I need to know which platform you're on and what your question is. You think it's obvious you're a Pisces, Pony? Yeah, maybe a little bit. I think it's definitely obvious that I'm a Capricorn. I work too much for my own good. Hi, Debbie. How are you? You're welcome, Victoria. I'm doing well, thank you. Hi, Aphrodite. How are you? right, whoever just sent me a donation, I really need to know what platform you're on. Maybe you don't realize what the name is that it says when you send a donation. Just a second with the questions, guys. I had a donation come in. I got to figure out who it's for. Maybe it's something. I gotta check now. Hold on. Freaking open. Well, I looked up just as my live stream over on the tube said 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. Been streaming way longer than that, but that's what that said. Oh my god, I'm so sick of it asking me every time to log in. I hate this fucking shit. You know, it used to just stay connected until I had to change it to Outlook instead of freaking Google. Please don't ask a question about yourself in the third person. It's like the fastest way to get ignored. Oh my god. I have to check it on my phone. Alright, I figured it out. I didn't look at it close enough. It was a paid reading off the internet or off the live stream. Pisses me off that I can't use my computer the way that I need to when I need to. I hate pausing the live stream for stupidity. Now it's going to lag forever because I had to pause it. Oh yeah, I said that it was a email reading. It wasn't an actual donation. I mean, it was a donation, but I have to answer it later. I didn't read it when it came through, but then it dawned on me with how much it was that it was not an actual reading here on the live stream. Guess who was cuddling with me a little bit ago? Huh? So guess who was cuddling with me a little bit ago? Chester. He was like laying in my arm like he used to do when he was a little baby. It's been a while since he got up here on the live stream and said hi to everybody. You felt it was necessary to remind people of his keepers. Yeah, absolutely. Why would you do that? What? Put brown sugar in there? I don't know. Hi, Carissa. Nice to meet you. What's up, buddy? Got up for a snack or what? I'm not letting you back out right now. You should ask the big guy when he was in here. Pony said congratulations. That's all I was allowed to say was Pony said congratulations. It's just like, okay. I will. I was trying to fuck with them. It was for graduating high school.
Oh, thank you.
It's 11:11, guys. Even if it's not 11:11 for you, it is for me. Go ahead and make a wish and use that energy. I bought sugar. Okay. I didn't know it had gotten put into the thing, so. Wish time. Want some help? Why are you trying to break down the box?
It's kind of stuck inside the trash can.
Oh.
And then
You could. I know it's tape, Jonathan. Pull. Sorry if that woke everybody up. Just be careful because there are strings in the tape and it will cut your hands. That's the easiest way to do it, is just punch the bottom of the box.
just throw a little bit of brush.
Krabby. Hello, hello. It's gone. How's it going for you? It does. It creates more space for more stuff. Everybody's supposed to be breaking down the boxes, but they never do.
Yeah.
That's why we used to have a paper shredder by the garbage. Well, that's good. I'm glad you feel better. And hopefully things are getting better with everything else that was chaotic. What? Oh, yeah, I don't know what leftovers they are. Tonight's? Oh, okay. Nowhere near like good, but it's not a pit of despair. Yeah, that's definitely an improvement. Fuck. I can't stop yawning. I haven't slept much in the last couple days. I got up really early this morning because your sister had a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Plus, everybody needs to start getting up early because school's starting again. Your sleep's not been normal. Yeah. Yeah, my kids don't start school until the end of the month, but I always a few weeks beforehand start waking them up earlier and earlier so that they get used to it. You know, you really don't need more water than that.
No.
Okay. Amanda, hello, my friend. How are you? My favorite stalker. You don't stalk me so much anymore. I'm kind of sad about that. I am okay, I suppose. Tired, exhausted. Your lawyer replied to him. If you were her, you'd be so embarrassed, I bet. Jonathan, do you think my shit keeps glitching? Do you think it's my camera, my video card, or just the internet? Like it full out goes like tink, like weird. Well, watch it. It might do it again. You put all their business out there. I have every faith in the fact that you did that. And you have all the proof. I know. Of course, now it's not going to do it.
Yeah, it's not going to do it because it knows it's being watched. And it refuses to. It's a Heisenberg.
It might be my cord, too. Like, it started doing it not long ago.
I woke you up. You
there.
Bonked me.
I know. You were looking at the cat.
Yeah, I got one.
Do I think he received it already? 3 of clubs. Not yet. Not with the 3 of clubs. But have faith that it's going to be there soon. I know, right? You gotta write all this shit in a book, Amanda. I promise it will be a bestseller. You need to call it The Secret Life of V. A V in plastic. There you go. Good, I'm glad. No, I know you said that you saw him, that he showed up and she didn't or something, but I didn't know he looked like shit. It was kind of comical. That's funny. Yeah, you did tell me that part. It follows you out like a little puppy. And then remembered he was supposed to be scared. Yeah, scared of Big Bad Amanda. The person that's only ever cared about him, saved him, brought him back, revived him so many times. Supposed to be afraid. He almost fell. That's funny. Oh shit, I can't do that. I can't be nice anymore. He does, because now he's stuck with plastic. And plastic gets squeaky and cracks and it's nasty. I don't know. I was just trying to be funny. I know. They deserve it. Hello, RJ. Rochelle, does Garfield realize you're over him? 8 of diamonds, keep working at it. I know you've asked me this before. It's still a work in progress. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep waiting for Halloween. One of these Halloweens, she's going to end up in cuffs, and not in a good way. Good, I hope so. I've been waiting for three years now, 3 Halloweens for this to happen. I know. I know you're devastated, and I know that things are not turning out exactly how you saw or hoped, but everything always happens to put us on our best and highest timeline. I'm right there with you. I fully believe that he'll get everything he deserves. I know. Right now, that is the choice that he's making. I know. I know, Diane. And I know you're struggling. I appreciate you. I'm really tired tonight, guys. I don't know if I'm going to make it to midnight. I'm going to try. I usually try to stay awake later on Fridays just because it seems like I get a crowd in here later, but I got up way too early. Aline, I don't know how to say your name. Eileen, I am alright. How are you? Barubi, I am tired. I was just saying that. Hi, Matthew. Does Elena want to talk to you? Four of Clubs is a yes. I feel like they want to talk because it will help bring stability to whatever situation there is between you. You're welcome. Aline, will you find love soon? Jack of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds is an incredibly successful energy. Sometimes they can overwhelm themselves. So even though it's more of a material type card, that card is suggesting that you will be successful in finding love, but don't overwhelm yourself trying to find the perfect partner. They'll find you. You're welcome. Alright, guys. I'm not going to make it any longer. I'm exhausted. I'll be back again tomorrow morning. Don't forget to call your power back before you go to sleep tonight. I love you all. Good night and sweet dreams.